If you've ever stood in front of the mirror late at night and found yourself wondering, is this just who I am now? A quieter, less vibrant version of the man you once were, you're far from alone. It's a thought that creeps in softly at first, like a shadow stretching across a room, until suddenly it feels impossible to ignore. You tell yourself it's just age, the inevitable slow decline everyone talks about. But deep down, you hope it's something else, something you can change. What if I told you that sometimes the answer isn't in what's missing, but in what we've overlooked? There's a simple, natural thing that has been quietly helping men reclaim parts of themselves they thought were gone forever. It's not flashy, it's not hyped, and it certainly isn't a magic pill. It's castor oil. Yes, castor oil, and it might just be worth a second look. I remember a man named Jim. He was 67, a retired high school teacher with a gentle voice and a cautious smile. Jim came to me quietly defeated. He wasn't sick, not really, but he carried a heaviness in his step and a distant look in his eyes. He spoke of low energy that clung to him like a shadow, circulation that felt sluggish, and intimacy that once sparked joy, but now felt more like a chore. "It wasn't that I felt bad, Doc," he said, almost apologetically. "I just didn't feel anything anymore." Jim had tried everything he could find, testosterone boosters, supplements, new workout routines, but the results were either disappointing or fleeting. He felt like a man trapped inside a body that refused to keep up with the life he wanted to live. One day, almost as a last-ditch effort, we talked about something that felt almost too simple to be true: the use of castor oil. At first, Jim was skeptical. The idea seemed old-fashioned, something his grandmother might have used, not a serious tool for a man trying to restore vitality. But there was no pressure, just an invitation to try a small ritual, a gentle practice that might shift something deep beneath the surface. And slowly, over a few weeks, Jim noticed a change. It wasn't dramatic at first, no overnight miracles, but there was a new lightness in his step, a subtle warmth where there had been coldness, and most importantly, a sense that his body was waking up again. "It's like my body remembered how to feel," he told me one afternoon, the hint of a smile returning to his face. "Not just in the bedroom, Doc, but everywhere." That's the quiet power of something often dismissed: castor oil. But how can a simple oil pressed from seeds and used for centuries in traditional remedies have any real impact on the struggles that many men face after 60? The answer lies in what castor oil does beneath the skin, in ways that science is beginning to appreciate. Its most important component, ricinoleic acid, is a fatty acid with remarkable properties. When applied to the skin, castor oil promotes increased blood flow to the areas where it's used. Improved circulation is a game changer for men who notice coldness or numbness in the lower body, a common sign that vitality is slipping. Better blood flow means oxygen and nutrients reach tissues more effectively, supporting everything from muscle function to nerve health. Beyond that, castor oil has anti-inflammatory effects. Chronic inflammation is like a slow-burning fire inside the body, and it plays a role in many age-related issues, including prostate discomfort and reduced sexual function. By reducing inflammation locally, castor oil helps calm this fire, giving tissues a chance to heal and regenerate. But that's not all. There's also the effect castor oil has on the lymphatic system, the body's natural drainage and detox system. Stimulating lymphatic movement helps clear out toxins and supports hormonal balance, which is often disrupted as men age. So when you gently apply castor oil to the lower abdomen or pelvic region, you're not just moisturizing your skin, you're awakening a subtle cascade of physiological benefits that can ripple through your health. Think about it this way: when blood flows better down there, life flows better up here. The brain notices the signals from a body that's better nourished, better balanced, and more at ease. That connection between body and mind is crucial because many men don't realize just how much their physical health impacts their mental clarity, energy levels, and yes, their intimacy. But knowing this isn't enough. The next step is to understand how to incorporate this ancient remedy into your daily life in a way that feels manageable and respectful of your time and skepticism. Using castor oil isn't about a quick fix or a magic solution. It's about a gentle practice, something you do for yourself that says, "I matter, I deserve care." One of the most effective ways is through castor oil packs. This simple ritual involves soaking a piece of flannel in warm castor oil, placing it over your lower abdomen and covering it with plastic wrap and a heating pad for 30 to 45 minutes. This warm, quiet time isn't just about the oil. It's a moment to slow down, to breathe, to reconnect with your body without judgment or hurry. Many men find it surprisingly comforting, a chance to cultivate a small personal ceremony that signals rest and repair. For those who want to take it a step further, gentle massage using castor oil can support pelvic circulation and muscle relaxation. But it's important to proceed carefully with guidance because this is sensitive territory. What matters most is the intention behind it, a mindful approach that honors your body's rhythms and limitations. And it's critical to address a common misconception. Ingesting castor oil internally without medical supervision is not recommended. The benefits lie in its external application and the subtle ways it interacts with the body's surface and underlying systems. The beauty of this approach is that it doesn't require drastic changes or expensive supplements. It invites you to reclaim something simple and natural to develop a habit of care that feels sustainable. And that habit can be the first step toward broader changes, better sleep, improved mood, more energy to engage with the people and activities you love. It's not about chasing youth or defying age. It's about finding new ways to live fully in your body, no matter the number of candles on your last birthday cake. This journey with castor oil also reveals something deeper about the relationship between physical health and emotional well-being. Many men don't realize how intimately connected their circulation, hormonal balance, and inflammation levels are to their sense of confidence, mental sharpness, and even the quality of their relationships. When your body functions better, your mind feels clearer. When you experience less pain or discomfort, you carry yourself with more assurance. Intimacy, which can feel like a fragile thread in later years, often strengthens not just through physical changes, but through renewed feelings of self-worth and connection. Jim's story comes back to mind here. When he began his castor oil practice, he wasn't just addressing a physical issue, he was addressing years of quiet resignation, of feeling invisible and disconnected. As his body responded, he noticed his moods lifted, his energy improved, and his interactions with his wife softened and deepened. "It's like I found a part of myself I thought was lost," he said. That's the true gift, not just the oil, but the process of caring, noticing, and choosing to engage again. This connection between body and mind is something too many men overlook, often because society teaches us to tough it out, to keep our struggles private, to push forward no matter the cost. But real strength lies in listening, in gently tending to the garden of your health, rather than trying to bulldoze through it. Castor oil is not a cure-all, but it's a tool, a humble one, that helps you do exactly that. It's an invitation to start a conversation with your body, to give it warmth, attention, and time. And just as the body responds to warmth and care, so does the spirit. This isn't just about blood flow or inflammation. It's about rediscovering what it feels like to be present in your own skin, to move through the day with a sense of possibility instead of resignation. It's about realizing that even at 60 or 70 or beyond, your story isn't over. There are chapters still unwritten, moments still waiting to be lived fully. This small, consistent act of care can be the opening line of a new passage. So as we begin to explore how castor oil might fit into your life, it's important to do so with patience, curiosity, and a healthy dose of skepticism, because that skepticism is what keeps you grounded and protects you from empty promises. But it's also important to remain open, to test gently and observe closely, and to honor whatever you discover along the way. The next part of this journey will guide you through practical ways to incorporate castor oil safely and effectively, helping you build a simple routine that supports not just your body, but your whole sense of well-being. If you're ready to listen, really listen to what your body has been trying to tell you, then let's take that next step together. As we turn toward the practical side of this, it's important to remember that healing, true healing, rarely happens in a rush. Jim's progress came not from grand gestures, but from small, consistent actions that honored his body's pace and rhythms. The ritual of applying castor oil, warm and slow, became more than a treatment. It was a moment of gentle presence amid the often hectic noise of daily life. Picture this: a quiet evening. the soft glow of a lamp, a flannel cloth soaked with warm castor oil resting on your lower abdomen, a heating pad providing steady comfort beneath. You sit or lie back, breathe deeply, and for that half hour or so, you are giving yourself a rare gift. A pause, a gesture of kindness to the part of you that too often gets overlooked. This simple practice supports circulation in a way that creams and lotions just can't. The warmth encourages blood vessels to relax and expand, inviting a fresh flow of oxygen and nutrients to awaken tissues that may have grown sluggish with age. As inflammation eases, the sensation of heaviness or discomfort can begin to lift, replacing it with a sense of lightness and relief. The lymphatic system, which often operates quietly behind the scenes, is also encouraged to do its work more effectively, helping the body clear away toxins that might have contributed to that sluggish feeling. Taken together, these effects don't just restore physical vitality, they help rebuild the foundation for intimacy and wellness from the ground up. Some men, when ready, incorporate gentle massage with castor oil to further support pelvic health. This isn't about quick fixes or invasive approaches. It's about tuning in, respecting boundaries, and encouraging circulation with care and attention. Every touch is an opportunity to connect with your body's signals and respond with compassion. But always, safety first. This kind of practice benefits from guidance and should never cause discomfort. It's a conversation between your hands and your body, not a command. Now, it's natural to wonder, beyond the physical effects, what does this mean for your mind and heart? It's no secret that as men age, emotional and psychological challenges often come hand in hand with the physical ones. Fatigue can shadow motivation, low energy can dull enthusiasm, and intimacy struggles can erode confidence. Yet when your body starts to respond, even in subtle ways, it sends ripples through your emotional landscape. That warmth and increased circulation aren't just felt in the pelvis. They echo throughout your mood, your focus, and your capacity to engage with those around you. Imagine the feeling of waking up after a night of better sleep, your mind clearer, your body less achy. Imagine carrying yourself through the day with a quiet sense of strength, your posture a bit taller, your smile a little more genuine. The gentle improvements you notice physically invite a kind of emotional renewal, a reminder that life still holds pleasure and possibility, and this renewal doesn't happen in isolation. For many men, intimacy isn't just about physical function, it's about connection, vulnerability, and presence. As your body opens up, so too can your heart, allowing relationships to deepen and thrive even after years of struggle or silence. Jim's journey illustrates this beautifully. When he embraced the castor oil ritual, it wasn't just his circulation that improved. It was his confidence, his joy, his ability to share moments with his wife without the weight of frustration or disappointment. "It's like I found a part of myself I thought was lost," he said quietly. That statement carries a truth far beyond physical health. It's about reclaiming identity, dignity, and the simple pleasure of feeling alive in your own skin. There's a profound lesson here about care and patience. Society often tells men to tough it out, to push forward no matter the cost, to hide vulnerability behind stoicism. But strength isn't silence, it's listening. It's the courage to tend to your own needs, to cultivate a garden that might have been neglected but still has the potential to bloom. Castor oil is not a miracle cure, but it is a humble tool, a way to begin that tending, to create space for healing and growth. When you embrace this kind of care, you're making a statement to yourself. You're saying, "I am worthy of attention, of healing, of renewal." That statement echoes far beyond any single treatment or routine. It shapes how you show up in the world, how you face each day, and how you engage with the people who matter most. Even in the face of aging, it affirms your capacity to change, to improve, and to find new rhythms of vitality and joy. As you consider whether to try castor oil yourself, remember that this is a journey, not a race. There is no need to expect dramatic, overnight changes. Instead, look for the small shifts, the slight easing of tension, the first moments of warmth or relief, the growing awareness of your body's needs and responses. These small changes are the seeds of lasting transformation. Take the time to create your own ritual, one that feels right for you. Perhaps it's a quiet moment after dinner when the house has settled and you can focus inward. Or maybe it's part of your evening routine, a way to unwind and prepare for restful sleep. Whatever fits your life, honor it as an act of kindness and respect toward yourself. If you're uncertain or have health concerns, consulting with your doctor before starting is always wise. But for many men, castor oil offers a gentle, natural complement to other wellness practices, an anchor in the sometimes turbulent waters of aging. I want to leave you with this thought. The story of your life is far from finished. At 60, 70, or beyond, there are still chapters waiting to be written, chapters filled with connection, vitality, and purpose. Sometimes all it takes is a small step, a new habit, or a quiet moment of care to turn the page. So, if you're willing, I encourage you to try this simple ritual. Give yourself 3 weeks to see what might shift. Not because your body is broken or failing, but because it still deserves your attention and care. Approach it with curiosity and patience, and notice what changes, not just in your body, but in how you feel about yourself. If you do decide to try castor oil, I invite you to share your experience, whether here in the comments or with someone you trust. Sometimes the greatest healing comes from connection, from knowing you're not alone on this journey. Your story might even help another man take that first step toward renewal. Remember, real strength comes from kindness to yourself and your body, and that kindness can open the door to a vitality you thought was lost, waiting patiently to be rediscovered. Thank you for trusting me to share this with you. I am Dr. Alan Mercer, and I believe in the quiet power of simple care, the dignity of listening to your body, and the hope that every man can find a new path to wellness on his own terms, at his own pace. Take this moment, begin that ritual, and let yourself feel the possibility of being fully alive again.